submission here. This is dangerous.
Oh, he's got his hand.
He gets the submission. A little.
All right, guys, so the mindset that I used, I was number one fighting against Mike, was always going to the outside pass. I didn't want to get any leg entanglements over here because he was very flexible. His leg attacks is really good. So I was always trying to get him on his side. If you notice, the first time that I pass his guard, I'm always pinning the bottom leg just to avoid him to square up, step on my hip, or even on my knee, on the la riva, or anything. So first thing I'm doing is pinning his leg down over here. Boom. And then as you notice, I'm getting an angle over here that I could either go to knee cut or go over the head. That's what I'm always looking for. So the first time that I passed his guard, as I was reaching out behind his neck, he brought my arm to the other side and tried the armbar. But as he was bringing my arm, I was already super close to him. Even when he brought my arm to the side over here, the distance between me and him wasn't that much gap. So I managed to bring my arm around and then pass his guard. For the first, he kept my arm between his legs, well, no big deal. Here, I could manage to pass his guard. So, one more time, I pin his leg over here. As I was reaching, he bring my arm to the other side, but I was close already, so I pretty much drop on my right side of the hip, and then I close the distance. The second time that I passed his guard, I was in a better angle. And as I throw my arm over, he couldn't grab my arm and pass. And then instantly, I pushed his head towards his knee to avoid him to shrimp. And I was with my knees off the mat and then putting pressure with my chest on him.
But he's so strategic, but this is another good run around here into the top position. I think Sousa, man, it's another close. He's gonna get it. He settles down.
So again, for the second time, I got a better angle, right? I wasn't too far away, and as I move, I throw his head close to his knee to avoid him to go away from me. And I kept my hip forward, and I close the distance. Biggest mistake that I see when people try to go side to side is they try to reach the head too far away. They don't move the hip forward to close the gap. And they even drop here. If I get on this position, Carson's gonna umber me. I'm gonna step over and get my arm. So every time that I'm looking for outside pass, I wanna make sure if I'm throwing my arm, I'm gonna throw my knees close to him. I need to get chest to chest. I need to close this distance over here. And as soon as I reach his neck, I wanna make sure that I bring him in. Even if I don't pass to the same side, I can just walk over. Kimura is there, or even side control to the other side. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Next week, we're going over the Nuetral choke. Make sure that you guys subscribe and stay tuned. Host.